All right, welcome everybody. Looks like we are going to get started here just a little bit early. Game start time is officially 2:50. It is currently 2:37. And teams are taking the ice. They're sending them out a little bit early. So SPHA in purple will start the game moving right to left. And the Connecticut Polar Bears in white will start the game moving left to right. So teams getting their warm-up period in, and we will start this game a little bit early. They're getting set. Refs are pegging the nets. Both of these teams dropped their games yesterday. Currently sitting as the bottom two spots in the standings. Line up, so the numbers for today's game. Heller in goal is number 1, Barnes number 2, Burke number 3, Green number 5, Picard number 7, Wheeler number 13, Buckley number 23, Fuller number 37, Katie number 58, Dion number 77, Stray number 79, Hibbard number 81, Tabor number 84, and Swatka number 97. So anybody you see with red on is from the Junior Canes. The girls in black are from QCR. And then we have one who is joining us from the Florida Lucky Pucks, and then one who is joining us from Bemidji, Wisconsin. Bemidji, Minnesota. Team's doing a slightly different warm-up. Warm-up period is just about over. Only a couple seconds remaining. That'll do it for the warm-ups. Teams will get the pucks in. Get their last-minute coaching. And then we will get this game started. Net still has to be pegged on the Connecticut side of the ice. Again, starting this game, SPHA in purple will be moving right to left, and the Connecticut Polar Bears in white will be moving left to right. SPHA is the visiting team for this matchup. This is the Beantown Women's Classic 2024. This is the third game for both teams. Both teams, again, dropped both of their games yesterday. Connecticut doing a little fanfare in front of their net. Now their net is getting pegged. They're moving over to their huddle. SPHA breaking the huddle, getting their starting lineups out. Looks like we will have Stray to take the opening faceoff with Tabor and Fuller as wingers. We will have Burke and Wheeler on defense to start the game. Sam in goal. Goalies are set, and we are ready to go. Draw one back by SPHA, played to the far side. Moving up the far boards, pressure getting over the red line. This will be pushed into the Connecticut zone. Held in there, that will be tipped forward. Held in the zone still, basing forward. Fuller gets it, strips it in on the goalie, and the goalie will swallow that one without a rebound. Lexi getting an early shot in. No rebound opportunity there, but early offense for SPHA. Draw one back to the point, pass to the boards, held there, played back to the point, floated towards goal. That is intercepted by the Bears, who play it to the near side and out of the zone. Playing up the near side, this will be turned around. Lexi picks it up off the boards, bashes it up, played into the zone. Stray picks it up there, can't get the centering feed off, bounces to the corner. Played to the middle, and Connecticut will exit the zone. Moving across, stepping past one, hits the lead pass, moving in, one-on-one shot is wide of the goal, bounces off the backboards, played to the far side, now back to the backboards. Centering feed is blocked by a skate, wrapped to the near side off the corner, collected by SPHA and now moved up the near side. Lexi hits the lead pass, tipped forward, icing waved off, and SPHA will go for a change. Polar Bears collect deep in their own zone. Skating up the near side, moving out of the zone. Pressure now coming over the red line, skates into the SPHA end, moving in. That shot doesn't have anything on it and trickles behind the goal. Collected by SPHA. Bashed up the far boards, held in at the point, stepping into the slot, overskated. Can't get the shot away, and now picked up by SPHA. Trying to get it out of the zone, moves to the near point. Still in the zone, picked up by the Polar Bears, stepping into the slot, shot. That is wide of the near post. Bounces off the backboards. Collected by the SPHA defense. Pushed into the corner. Flipped up to the point. Pushed into the slot. That will be tipped up to the high slot and held there. Stepping past the defender. This will be pushed low. Collected at the goal line. Centered. Sam sticks that one aside. It's pushed behind the net. Now to the far boards. SPHA races over, collects that, gets it up and out of the zone. Stick lift, puck stolen, racing forward with it. Diving play breaks up that offensive opportunity. SPHA picks it up in the corner, chips it to the front, can't connect on the centering feed. Puck comes to the far boards, played up, and this will trickle over the blue line. SPHA have to get back on side. Polar Bears collect, send to the middle. Played forward, this will be dumped in. Polar Bears go for a change, and SPHA will collect deep in their own zone. Wheeler moves up the middle of the zone, steps past the forward, comes out the far side, pressure coming over the line, still with the puck, moves in, shot is off the goalie, bounces loose, but will be cleared out on the near side. Racing up the near side, number 97 for the Polar Bears, moves in, shoots, and Sam gloves that and hangs on. A little bit of back and forth. 19:06 left in the first period. We will have a defensive draw for SPHA. One back to the corner, played up the boards, pushed to the middle. That will be held in by the Polar Bears. That shot is kicked aside by Sam. Played to the far side, chipped around the defender out of the zone. Foot race for it, pushed forward into the Polar Bears zone. Polar Bears pick it up there, skating it behind their own net. Pressured coming around. This will be pushed past the defender and out to neutral territory. Collected there, battling for it. Puck bounces around. SPHA collects, steps into the zone. All alone, 1-on-3. Holding with it on the near boards, battling into the corner. Puck squirts free into the circle where the Polar Bears pick it up and skate behind their own net. Now skating up the far side. Puck takes a bounce off something on the ice. And SPHA steps away with it back into the Polar Bear zone. Puck pickpocketed, coming over the line. This will be dumped across and down. This will make it for an icing on the Polar Bears. This will be an offensive zone draw for SPHA. This will be to the Polar Bear goalie's glove side. Draw one back by SPHA, but not controlled. Played on the far boards. This will be pushed towards the point. Held in briefly, now turned around. SPHA recollects the puck, steps in. Shot on net. Rebound by the goalie. Play on the far side. This will be pushed out of the zone. Collected by the Polar Bears in neutral territory. Sent to the middle. That's ahead of the forward and will come all the way to the near corner. That centering feed connects. Shot and is blocked in front. That did not make it to the net. Fan on the outlet attempt. This will be pushed towards the net. It goes through the blue paint and to the near boards. SPHA collects there. Passes it up the boards and out of the zone. Foot race to get to it. No icing. Icing must have been touched on the way through. Battle in the corner. Polar Bears get to it first. Comes to the point. Held there. Floated towards the net. Bounces in on goal. And the goalie covers that with no rebound. Offensive zone draw for SPHA. This is to the goalie stick side. One towards the middle. It trickles towards the net. Goalie sticks it away. Pushed to the high slot. Held in. Dumped to the far side. Collected there by SPHA. That will be floated towards goal. Bounces off a body, and the goalie blocks it down. Play off the boards. Pushed towards the middle. Stick lift there. Turning with it. Shot is blocked by the goalie. And now cleared out to middle. Collected by Wheeler, bumped off the puck. Fan on the lead pass. This will be floated up into the zone. Racing back to it. Polar Bears will get there, skate behind their own net. Moving to the near side. Skating up the near boards. They will gain the SPHA end. Moving in, puck goes to the corner. Push to the front. Sam blocks that away. This will be pushed back in. Sam blocks that one. And the puck winds up on the near boards. That is blocked in front by the defense and now played to the far side. Defense with a great block there. She stuck out her hand and got in the way of that shot from the point. Polar Bears play it behind their own net, wrap it to the near side. This will come over the line and be offside. Defense could not get there in time to hold the zone. Draw will be on the near dot, just outside of the Polar Bear zone. One back by SPHA. Dumped forward into the zone. This will be wide of the near goal post. Racing in for it. Polar Bears get there first. Pressured, coming up the far boards. Pushed to the point. Held in. That gets past the forward. Still held in at the point. Dumped back behind the net. Polar Bears collect there. Wrapped hard up the boards. Collected there. That gets past everybody. And all the way down for an icing. This will be another offensive zone draw to the Polar Bears goalie stick side. Draw one back by SPHA. Collected at the point, floated in. That is off the defense. And the forwards collect it. Played across. This will be dumped in. No icing on this play. Bashed up the near side. Collected there. Fanned on at the point. Poked ahead. Still in the zone. Now collected and pushed over the line. Polar Bears recollect in neutral territory. Skate back into the zone. Cutting towards the middle. Stepping in. Can't get the shot away. She took too long. And now SPHA will get it out of the zone on the far side. Moving up the far side. Puck left behind in front of the Polar Bears bench. Now pushed into the Polar Bear zone where Polar Bears will collect at the far circle. Polar Bears defense skates up behind their net, moving to the near side. Pressured on the near boards. Puck turned around. Now turn to the middle. Polar Bears will step out of the zone, middle of the ice. Skating out the middle, that was slightly behind the forward, who now steps into the SPHA end. Skating to the far side, centering feet comes through everybody and to the near boards. Collected by the Polar Bears. Pushed deeper. Rubbed off the puck. Knocked behind the net to the far boards. Polar Bears get there first. That outlet pass is blocked by a body. Second effort, chipped up and over the defense, but not out of the zone. Third effort, bounces through and is collected by the Polar Bears in neutral territory. Sent into the bodies in front of the bench. No whistle there. Could have been too many men. Puck now dumped into the zone. Collected behind the net. Pressured there, 1-on-3 behind the net. Bumped off the puck. Puck still behind the goal line. Now SPHA collects. Holding at the side of the circle. This will be wrapped hard behind the boards to the near side. Collected there. Lexi gets her pocket picked. That shot is tipped away from the goal by Wheeler. Sent to the far side. Dumped up. Intercepted at neutral territory, and that will bounce in. Not offside. Played into the circle. Turned around. Collected at the point. Bounced off the boards and out. Lexi steps up. Can't get to the puck. And the Polar Bears collect. Puck bounces back to center, now stepping in. Play called onside. Moved into the slot. Defense gets in the way of that. Ticks it in. But a miscommunication in front of the net. And the loose puck is knocked in by the Polar Bears to make this a one-goal game with 13:09 left in the first period. We will reset. Polar Bears win the draw off of that one. Play the puck to the near side. Collected there, skated forward, pressured on the boards, turned up the near side. SPHA steps into the zone, centering feed connects. That connects, shot is wide of the near post. Played behind the net. Puck still behind the goal line. Collected, centering feed is sticked aside. Battle in the far corner, puck pushed behind the net. That lead pass is blocked. Now skating away with it. Polar Bears moving up the middle of the ice. Polar Bears skate into the zone. Pushed wide by the defense. Puck trickles into the corner and now turned up the far side. SPHA gets it around one defender, chips it around the defense, and now it's a 3-on-1. Moving into the zone, stepping past the defender, floats it at the goal. That bounces off the goalie's shoulder. It's loose in front. Goalie gets another save on it. Puck sent back towards the net. Goalie gets a hold of that one. Play still on the far side. Pushed now into the corner. Played up the far boards. Polar Bears get a hold of it there and skated out of the zone. Play up the middle of the ice. Moving now to the near side. Polar Bears gain the SPHA in. Moving in. Puck swept aside and collected by SPHA. Chip pass one forward. Moving up the near side. Puck left behind. It's in the circle and now collected by SPHA, who skate towards the middle of the ice. Pickpocketed. Puck gets knocked to the far circle. Played to the far boards. Held in at the point. Stepping into the slot. Moving in. Shoots. And that puck is blocked by Sam to the far side. Play behind the boards. Puck pushed to the far point. Held in there. Stepping into the circle. Stick lift preventing the shot. Moving into the slot. Shoots. That's off Sam's face. And now the puck is pushed out of the zone. That gets past one defender, racing forward to it. SPHA player gets dumped. Now it's a 1-on-3. Pass across, but that play is broken up smartly by the defense, who get it to the far boards. Sent to the front all alone. That is blocked and covered by Sam. Draw one to the far boards by the Bears. bounced off the boards into the corner, collected by SPHA, skated behind the net, moving to the near side, chipped up, that's off the body, played now up to the middle. This will be pushed out of the zone, collected and pushed up the near side. That was Barnes moving it into the zone. That will be collected by the Polar Bears deep in their own zone. Left behind the net. Polar Bears still with it, wrapping it up the near boards. Pressured coming out of the zone, but the puck does make it to neutral territory. Center feet given away. 97 steps into the zone, moves in, shoots, and that's right into Sam's breadbasket. And she does not give up a rebound. Defensive draw will be to Sam's stick side. Scrum off the draw. Still on the puck. Now pushed up and out of the zone. Racing forward to it, trying to cut through the defense. SPHA cannot get there. Rubbed off the play. Polar Bears move it to the far side. Step into the zone. Float that in. That is wide of the near post. Puck comes to the near corner. Pushed up the boards. Held in at the point. That is blocked by a body. And now racing out. SPHA with a 2-on-1. Held at the point. Trying to get it to the middle. They cannot. And the Polar Bears will break up that play and skate it back. A 1-on-2 for the Polar Bears. Stepping into the zone. Moving wide. That is floated wide of the far post. Collected by SPHA. Sent up the near boards, but given away at the point. That is floated in. Sam blocks that. That was wide of the post anyway. Bounced off the far side. Held in at the point. Skating into the circle. That centering feed comes to the middle. And that shot is off the pipe. Puck is still loose. Played now on the near boards. Pushed towards the front and knocked up and out of the zone. And this will be an icing on SPHA. Fortunately, there's no replay in this league. That might have been in rather than off the post. Draw one back by the Polar Bears. Shot in, and Sam swallows it with no rebound. So we will reset and do that again. Push towards the high slot. Shot in. That's off a body. Picard bounces that to the outside. Now battle in the far corner. Collected by SPHA. Chipped behind the forward, behind the net. Play now to the near side. Wrapped up the boards. Can't get it past the defender. This will be sent up. That is intercepted. Lexi gets it out of the zone. Played towards the middle. Lexi with a strong play there. Gets her pocket pick, steals it back, and turns it to the far side. That play is turned around at the blue line. Play comes into the SPHA end, turned immediately back around. Push pass forward. Battle in the neutral zone. This will be dumped forward. Racing up to get to it. That will be sent up off of a skate, but the Polar Bears exit the zone. Battling for it. Lexi can't get it into the zone. Second effort. Sends it in. That is intercepted. Polar Bears move it to the near side. Dumped up the near boards. That gets past. Can't get past everybody. The defense turns it around. Bounced off a body. That gets through the skates. And now the Polar Bears will step into the zone. Shot from distance off a stick. Bounces to the far corner. Played on the far side. Battling there. Looks like we've got a broken stick on the boards, or a piece of equipment of some kind anyway. Puck still there. Battling for it. Pushed up the boards. Collected at the point by the Polar Bears. Played to the high slot. Stepping in. Shot in. That is wide of the post. Played to the far corner, and SPHA will skate away with it. Turning in the corner. Holding with it. Oh, fanning on the outlet attempt. Polar Bears get a hold of it. Float that in. And Sam scoops it up and hangs on. 7:09 left in the first period. We will get a defensive zone draw for SPHA. This will be to Sam's glove side. Draw one towards the middle. Polar Bears steal. Send it to the blue line. Played back behind the net. Wheeler can't get a hold of it. Now pushed back behind the net. Gabby plays it up the near side. Racing forward, moving up the middle of the ice. Skating to the far side, skates into the zone. Moves in, floats that towards goal. It goes wide of the far post. Centering feed is blocked. Polar Bears pick it up, play it to the point. That will be skated out of the zone. Polar Bears moving forward with it. And that play will be offside at the line. Draw on the near dot just outside the SPHA end. Won by SPHA. Shot up the far side, but that is too far from everybody and will be an icing. So that will move all the way back and become a defensive zone draw. Draw will be to Sam's glove side. Won by the Polar Bears. Shot just wide of the far post. Centering feed sticked up, and the follow-up goes wide of the near post. Pushed back behind the net. That centering feed is blocked, goes to the far boards. That will be pushed past the defender, and now it's a foot race. Racing up to get to it. Polar Bears turn it back to neutral territory. Played to the near side. That will be intercepted by the Polar Bears. Played back to the far boards in front of the SPHA bench. Play in neutral territory. Played into the SPHA end. Holding there. Played up the middle of the ice. Bodies banging in the middle, and the Polar Bears step away with it on the near side. Running into each other. Pushed to the middle, collected in the slot. That is off, and Sam kicks that to the outside. Puck pushed behind the net. Played to the far side. Fan on that shot attempt. Second effort sent to the front. Defense throws it away. Follow up. Somehow did not go in. I don't know how that was not in the back of the net. Wow. Sam gets an amazingly lucky break as the Polar Bears player missed the wide open net, and that shot winds up under Sam rather than behind her. Puck pushed past the defender, and that will make it for an icing. Draw one back by SPHA. Bounced off the boards. That can't get past the Polar Bears defenders. That is blocked wide of the net. Puck comes to the near side. That centering feed is blocked by a skate. Lexi picks it up. Sorry, not Lexi. That is chipped out of the zone by Barnes. It will make it down, but not for icing. Played at the point, now pushed out of the zone by the Polar Bears. 2-on-1 developing. This will be played in, but they took too long. That will be pushed wide of the net. And SPHA collects in the far corner. Sent up the middle. This will go all the way down as that missed everybody and be an icing. 4:37 left in the first period. This draw will again be to Sam's glove side. Draw one back. SPHA collects. Skates behind the zone. Push to the near side. Played up on the near side. That will be intercepted by the Polar Bears. Dumped forward. That makes it into the zone. Held on the near boards by the Polar Bears. Centered. That gets through. Bounces loose in the slot. And Sam blocks that one away from the goal. Puck sent to the far side. That will be held in at the blue line. Pushed into the corner. That is off the ref's skate, and the Polar Bears get another chance. Shot. Sam blocks that one away. Play is in the blue paint, and Sam dives on top of the loose puck. Draw will be to Sam's stick side. Draw won by SPHA. Shot. Well, really more of a centering feed. Comes to the middle. Battle for it. SPHA steps away with the puck in the far corner. Moving behind the net. Still with the puck. Battle to the corner. Pickpocketed there. That is sent on net. Stick up and away. Puck comes to the near side. That bounces past the defense. And now it's a foot race. Polar Bears win it. Back in their own zone. Pressure coming behind their own net. Play on the far side. Pickpocketed at the circle. This will be dumped to the point, but no one was home for the prospects who have to collect it. And that puck is sent in from center as SPHA had not cleared the zone yet. They'll pull this draw back to the middle. Puck in the skates, pushed towards the near side. Scrum off the draw. Puck still there. Now the Polar Bears skate away with it to the near side. Pass across. That steps past the defender, moving in, shoots, and Sam blocks that away. But the rebound is knocked home. As Sam got the first one, but gave up a juicy rebound. And the Polar Bears make this a 2-goal game with 2:57 left in the first period. Polar Bears control the draw. Pass back. Pressured there. Puck poked away. Stepping into the zone. Shot from distance. Floated in on the goal. It is just wide of the near side. This puck will now be cleared out of the zone. Played in on the far side. Battle for it there. Card gets it up the boards. Now pushed past the defender. That will come back to neutral territory. Polar Bears have to get back on side. Sauced to the near boards. Chipped up and off the body. Battle on the near boards. Sent up the near side. And turned around at the Polar Bears blue line. And now it's a one-on-one battle. Polar Bears step in. Centering feed. She's got a back door. Can't get the shot away. That is off the outside of the netting. Cleared to the far side. SPHA bumps that off the boards. It will come over the line. And the Polar Bears have to get back on side. Flipped to the near side. Collected on the near side and dumped into the zone. This will come behind the net. SPHA collects there. That outlet pass is blocked. Second effort. Pushed to the point and chipped forward. Now moving up the far side. SPHA gains the zone. Steps in. Shoots it on net. That's off the outside of the cage. Polar Bears get to it and wrap it hard around the net to the near side. Collected there. Skating up the near side. Moving into the SPHA end. Polar Bears cut to the middle. Pass across. Move it back in. And that trickles too close to Sam, who jumps on top of it and freezes the play. Minute and a half left in the first period. Draw one to the far point by the Bears. Pass to the high slot. Floated towards the net. That is sticked just wide of the goal. SPHA wraps it to the far boards. That takes a funky bounce off the Zamboni doors. Poked away at the point, but held in the zone by the Polar Bears. Collected in the far corner. SPHA playing it behind the net. That outlet pass is blocked. Puck bounces into the circle. Now sent to the middle of the ice and tipped out of the zone. Polar Bears collect in neutral territory, mishandle it, and have to retreat a little further with the puck. Now moving up the middle of the ice. Pressure coming forward, gains the zone. Moves to the near circle. That shot is off a body. Puck bouncing. Still loose. And now cleared to the near side. Play on the near side. Skating up the near side, can't get past the defender. That will be turned around. SPHA collects just inside their own zone. Lead pass is behind the forward and off a skate. And then mishandled. Now stolen at the line. SPHA steps into the zone. Shot is on the goalie, who bounces it up and then eventually covers. .26 seconds left in the first half. Offensive zone draw for SPHA. This is to the Polar Bear goalie's stick side. One back to the slot, pass back to the point, but that is, it's held in, but that is intercepted by the Polar Bears. Play in neutral territory, pass back into the zone. This will be sent up the near side. That's away from everybody and will be an icing, even though I thought she got her stick on it. .8 left in the first period. Draw will be to Sam's glove side. One by the Polar Bears to the point. That shot is blocked at the point. Turned back to the boards. Sent back to the point. That bounces up to the corner, and that's going to do it for one. End of one. And the score is 2-0 to the Connecticut Polar Bears. That's going to do it for the intermission. Teams do not switch side in this one. Polar Bears breaking the huddle first. Now SPHA is breaking the huddle. Teams coming out for the second period. Draw one back by the Polar Bears. Pushed forward by SPHA, now controlled by the Polar Bears into the SPHA end. Play in the near corner. That is pushed behind the net. Pickpocketed by the Polar Bears. That will trickle towards the front, and Sam will just cover at the side of the net. Defensive zone draw will be to Sam's glove side. Played towards the front, poked to the high slot. Battling for it there. Puck pushed away, floated towards the net. This will go wide to the near side. Played back behind the net, given away. Turned towards the front, pushed across. And that winds up behind the net. Wraparound attempt, doesn't make it. Sent to the front, Sam blocks that one. And the puck is pushed to the near corner. SPHA collects that. Tries to play it up the board, stolen there. Center and feed goes all the way across. That will get through the defense and out of the zone. And now it's a 3-on-1. Moving into the zone, 2-on-1. Steps in, shoots, that's off a leg. Poked forward, puck winds up in the corner. Lexi battling over to get it. Shove there. Puck kicked forward. SPHA collects. Tight angle shot, puck bounces in front. Held in at the blue line. Floated towards the net. That goes wide to the near side. Lexi over in the corner to get it. Holding in the circle. Turning with it. Shoulders are way past. Steps in, shoots. Oh, passes across. That is rocketed off the back. held in briefly, and now the Polar Bears step away with it. Polar Bears step up the zone, pass across, moving into the SPHA end, turning at the point. That will be pushed towards the front, trickles wide of the far post, collected there, sent up the near side, where Lexi picks it up and now skates up the near side. That will be passed up, but can't be handled, and the Polar Bears will pick it up in their own end. Playing now to the near side. Polar Bears skate up the near side of the zone, moving in. This will be held, steps past the defender, moves in, shoots, but gives up the puck. And this will be now wrapped behind by the defense. That will be rocketed off the boards, intercepted at the red line. Pass across to the near side, turned back up the middle of the ice. Collected there, number 72 steps into the zone, bumped off the puck. Follow-up shot is gloved by Sam, who hangs on. Draw one back by the Polar Bears. But they don't step forward to get to it. SPHA collects, steps out of the zone, pressured from behind, puck squirts free, played into the zone. SPHA collects at the point, turning with it, played deeper into the zone on the near boards. Stolen by the Polar Bears, who play it to the far side. Pressured there, Polar Bears exit the zone, turn around, play is onside. SPHA steps back in, moving in. Shot from the circle, bounces over the goalie, off the defender, and SPHA get their first one. Who got that? So crazy bounce off the defender. That shot is wide of the goal, off the faceoff. Bounces wide. Play behind the net. Polar Bears try to get it back to the front. Kicked towards the net, now kicked aside. Shot is off bodies in front. Bounces to the far post. Pushed up the boards, held in by the Polar Bears at the point. Pushed towards the front of the net. That is sticked aside and will come over the line on the near post. Polar Bears have to collect and get back on side. Skating at the blue line. This will be dumped up the far side. Wheeler goes and gets it at the goal line. Skates behind the net. That outlet pass is intercepted. Turning with it. Moving to the front. That's off Sam's face. Follow-up is off of her. She gets two saves quickly in a row. That takes a funky bounce off the doors. That is tipped up and out of the zone. And then recollected and sent back in. Played to the near side. That gets past the defender and out. Good lead pass. Stepping into the zone. Recollected in the slot. Turning. Moving in the circle. Floated towards net. That goes just wide of the far post. Held in at the point. But stolen at the point. And the Polar Bears trying to get it forward. That is left behind on the near side. Battle on the near boards. Player gets knocked over. And the puck gets turned back around at the blue line. Overskated by SPHA. Polar Bears push it forward. SPHA collects. Dumps up the far side. That is intercepted by the Polar Bears at their blue line. That lead pass is sent back into the Polar Bear zone where it is intercepted. Polar Bears skated out, moving to the far side. Step into the SPHA end. Pressured in the circle. Moving behind the net. Sam blocks that one. Play to the near boards. At the point, that is held in. Puck bounces off a body and trickles in on Sam, who just jumps on top of it. $17-10 remaining in the game. Draw will be to Sam's stick side. Won by the Polar Bears to the slot. Poked away initially. Still in the slot. Poked towards the point where it will trickle over the line. Polar Bears back in numbers to collect. Skating to the near side. Puck poked away initially. Now bashed away. Played into the zone. That shot will be wide of the far side. Battle on the board. Strong stick to step away with it. Moving into the bottom of the circle. Centering feed is partially blocked and now poked away by the defense. Sent to the high slot. That will come all the way across and out of the zone. SPHA collects in neutral territory, sends it back up, but that will be offside as Hibbard had not cleared the zone. They're going to pull this draw back to center because that's where the pass originated from. SPHA wins the draw. Playing on the near side, this will be pushed up the near boards. Played into the zone where the Polar Bears send it back out. Bump there, stabbing pass, moving in, racing in, and a pickpocket play to break up that scoring opportunity. Battle in the corner. Centering feet is off a stick. Bounces to the near side. That bounces to the front. Doesn't connect with any sticks, and SPHA picks it up. Fan on the outlet attempt. Turned back across. Now playing up. This will be dumped in just wide of the goal. Play on the near side. Polar Bears get sticks on it first and play it out. Polar Bears skating up the middle of the ice. Puck left behind. Poked away. Moved to the boards. This will be dumped up and out. Polar Bears collect in neutral territory. This play will be, was not whistled offside. Their player had not cleared on the far side, but that was not called. Collected in the far corner, chipped around the forward, pushed past the defender, still at the point, battling in front of the bench. Trying to push it in. Shoving with the body, trying to move the pile. Puck comes free, and that will come to the front where it is collected and sent to the near side where it comes out of the zone. Polar Bears collect at center ice. That is stolen, and now skating forward with it. She's got help to her left. Moving in. Shot is on goal, and the goalie sticks it to the backboards. Pressured on the backboards. Puck wrapped to the near side. Polar Bears play it up on the near boards. This will be played in, chased down from behind, now moving to the middle, pickpocketed, it's in the skates, and now pushed back into the near circle. That will be backhanded up and out of the zone, and this will be dumped all the way down for an icing. Defensive zone draw will be to Sam's stick side. Pushed to the point by the Polar Bears. That will be floated off the backboards. Collected by SPHA, skated to the far boards. Dumped up, chipped out of the zone. That gets through and recollected by SPHA, who skates into the zone. Moving in, cutting to the middle. Backhand attempt, pushed to the front, blocked by the goalie. Play on the near side. Passed out, collected by SPHA, who skate back into the Polar Bears end. Blocked off the puck. Polar Bears send it to the point. That will be held in. That is off of SPHA player, and the puck comes out of the zone. That lead pass is partially blocked. Now connects. Stepping into the zone. She's all alone. She sends it to the middle, where the Polar Bears turn it back to neutral territory. That puck will trickle over the line and be offside. 13:36. There have been no penalties in this game. Clean sheet by both sides. Penalty-wise, offside draw in front of the Polar Bears bench, won by SPHA over to the near boards. Collected, played into the zone. Burksill with it. That centering feed is off a body. Turned back in, but this play will be offside. Offside draw on the near dot. Controlled by SPHA. This will be rocketed into the zone, but not deep. Played back out by the Polar Bears. Polar Bears have a lead pass. It connects. It's a breakaway. Moving in. Deeks. And beats Sam high. It's a two-goal game again with 13:11 left in the play. Polar Bears control the draw, playing up the far side. Stepping into the SPHA end, stepping towards the middle, moving in. Knocked off the puck initially. Follow-up shot goes way wide. Puck bounces to the far corner. Battle in the corner. Puck comes to the slot where it will be collected by SPHA and sent to the point. Stabbing past the defender. Moving up, this will be passed across. Played in, but offside as Tabor was a mile off as her pass was just too far back. Draw will be on the near dot. Chipped forward. Puck comes towards the middle. Polar Bears pick it up, skate it up the middle of the ice, move into the zone. Step wide, puck bounces in. Sam gets a leg on that. Puck is free, bounces to the far side. And now will be over-skated by SPHA. The puck stays in the zone. Moving back towards the front. SPHA player blew a tire in the middle, but no scoring opportunity on that play. That will be rocketed into the penalty box. And that's going to make it a defensive zone draw for SPHA. Draws to Sam's glove side. Draw one to the middle. Stepping forward, pokes the puck away. Puck bounces now to the near side, collected by SPHA and chipped past the defender and out. Polar Bears collect, send back up the near side. Skating into the zone at the near point. Sent to the middle, that gets past everybody. And SPHA collects and skates out on the far side of the zone. Poked past the defender, but not deep. Play at the far point. This will be sent out of the zone. Polar Bears move into the zone. That puck is kicked away. And that is sent in, and Sam sticks away the rebound. Pushed in, that trickles across. Sam didn't know where it was. Comes to the point, left behind briefly, now pushed forward. SPHA sends that in, that's behind her help on the near side. Played into the zone. Still in the zone, that gets through one forward, but not deep. And the Polar Bears will clear the zone in the middle of the ice. Polar Bears move up the far side, step into the SPHA end, moving into the far end of the ice. Centering feed is pushed in on Sam by her own defender, but Sam scoops it up and hangs on. .11:03 2-goal differential here. Draw one back to the corner. Polar Bears push it behind the net. It comes to the near side. Sam gets a leg on that and then gets the whistle. We'll move this to Sam's stick side. Draw one back into the corner. Chipped up the boards. That shot is off a leg in front. Recollected by the Polar Bears. Sent to the slot. They can't get the shot away. Puck bouncing around. Polar Bears recollect. Trying to get it to the middle. SPHA sends it to the far side and moves it out of the zone. That's pushed past the defender, but turned back to neutral territory by the Polar Bears. 2-on-2. Shot from distance. Bounces off the backboards. Collected there by SPHA. Turning back to the far side. Wheeler dumps it up the far side. Held in at the point by the Polar Bears. Played up the far side. That's knocked past the defender. Not enough for icing. Polar Bears collect in their own zone. Pass to the near side. D passes up. Lead pass connects. 2-on-2. Now 2-on-4. Puck poked away. And SPHA turns it back around. That will be sent up and away from everybody. And be an icing. Defensive zone draw for SPHA. This will be to Sam's glove side. SPHA need to get some offense going here. Polar Bears control the draw, recollect, shoot. Sam gets a leg on that one. Picked up and now shot up the middle of the ice. This will not make it for icing. Picked up by the Polar Bears, bounced off the near boards. Held in at the point, pushed into the circle. That will be tipped in front of the goal, but not on net. Polar Bears skate on the far side. Knocked off the puck coming into the zone. No offsides. This will be dumped past the defender. That puck will die. Racing forward to get to it. Puck still in the zone. That will come over the line, and SPHA have to get back on side. They do so. Puck gets dumped in. Polar Bears collect behind their own net. Skating on the near side now. Moving up the near boards. Bumping off the puck. Defense will clear this up the middle. That is intercepted by the Polar Bears, who dumped that in. No offside call there. Oh, mishandled behind the net. Now sent back to the far side. Tabor collects there. Overskates initially, kicks it right to the defender, and that will be sent in where Sam blocks it to the near circle. Play in the circle. Shouldered down. Sent to the point. That gets through. And they're going to call that an icing. SPHA are in a must at least tie scenario for this game. So they've got to get their offense going. Draw one to the slot. Turning with it. Can't get the shot away. Puck will bounce to the corner. Collected there. Wheeler sends it up. That will be chipped up. Doesn't go into the bench. Polar Bears collect, send to the near side. Sent up the near boards. Collected there, sent to the middle. Turned around at the blue line. SPHA can't send it forward. Polar Bears steal that. Knocked off the puck. Chipped up but not through. And the Bears will dump this deep into the zone. SPHA shoots it up the boards. That can't get through the defender. Played into the circle. Moving into the slot. Stepping up from the slot. Shot is blocked by Sam. Play on the near side. Centering feed. Collected. Sent across, but no one's home for the Polar Bears. And SPHA will skate it out on the far. Oh, no, not out of the zone yet. Now pushed out of the zone, but straight to a Polar Bears defender. Puck pushed to the near side. Passed up. That is bounced off a stick. Played across. And overskated initially, now just dumped deep into the zone. Polar Bears collect in their zone, pressured in the corner. Play on the near boards. Polar Bears trying to get it out of the zone. Puck still in, and now push past the defender at the point. SPHA collects it at the blue line, sent across. Passed up the far side. Battling for it there. Bodies falling. Play still in the zone, now skated out. 2-on-3 developing. Push to the middle, collected there, shot, and Sam blocks that one. Follow up, sent to the front, and then cleared aside. It's at the point, not out of the zone, now sent back to the point. Again, held in at the blue line, sent to the slot. Turn around, poked away. That is kicked forward, now racing to get it. So Dion centers it. That does not connect. Collected on the near side. That is sent all the way across. Dion back to collect it off the boards. She does not win the foot race, and the Polar Bears will move it out of the zone. Chipped into the SPHA end. That will be dumped down. Icing waved off. Collected by the Polar Bears behind their own net. Sent up the near side. Now turned to the middle. Polar Bears play it to the far side. Move into the SPHA end. Floated towards net. That's wide. Collected to the near side. Bashed off the boards. This will be held in at the point. Turn deeper into the zone. SPHA collect in the corner. Wrapped to the far side. That takes that bounce off the boards and will be chipped up and out of the zone. Can't be collected by SPHA. Now pushed forward, but again, not very far. This will be knocked forward, but not deep. Play is in front of the SPHA bench. Battle for it there, chipped forward. Polar Bears turn it back into the SPHA end. Collected by SPHA, skated behind the net, bounced to the near side. Held there at the point, dumped deep into the zone. Battling for it there. Fan on the outlet attempt. That centering feed is off a couple of bodies, bounces to the backboards. Sent to the near side. Held in at the point. Fan on the shot attempt. Now just floated into the circle. SPHA collects there. Trying to send it to the boards. Sent now to the slot. That outlet pass is off a stick. Polar Bears racing over to get to it. And now, left behind. Now shot up the middle and given away at center ice. That lead pass is blocked. Trying to stick lift. It's still in the zone. Polar Bears get it out of the zone, but this puck will be given away as SPHA will collect and send up the near side. Racing, trying to get to it. Cannot get the shot away. Bodies falling down. No call. Puck in the corner. Collected by SPHA, trying to get a centering feed. It will be collected by the Polar Bears now and skated out the middle of the ice. 3-on-2 developing. Shot from distance is into the body. Recollected. That shot is high and wide. Bounces off the glass. Sent back to the point. That gets past the defender and out of the zone. Played at center ice. Turning around. 3.5 left to play in the game. Polar Bears step back into the zone. Play in the near corner. Push behind the net. Picard plays it up the far side. That will be held in by the Polar Bears at the line. Moved into the circle. Polar Bears pick it up there. Playing with it behind the net. Bears still with the puck. Battling for it behind the net. SPHA moves it to the near corner. Barnes pushes it to the point. Held in by the Polar Bears at the point. Fan on that outlet attempt. Kicked forward but not out of the zone. Polar Bears hold the line. Playing within the slot. Turnaround shot is scooped up by Sam, who cannot hold on to it. And now it will be sent all the way down, and this will be an icing on SPHA. 2:51 remaining in the game. Draw won by the Polar Bears. Shot is wide of the near post. Bounces in the near corner. Stick lift. Bodies falling down again. No call on that. That is shot in, and Sam gloves it and hangs on. Draw will be to Sam's stick side. One towards the middle, poked away, winds up in the high slot. Pushed up. Lexi steals that one and tries to skate away with it. She's trying to get around the defender. Holds up. Pressured, and now just dumps the puck deep. Polar Bears try to push it around to the near side. Collect at the near circle. Centering feed. Held there. Lexi tries to turn around, and it is pushed over the line. That will be offside on SPHA. .212 remaining. We'll see if they pull Sam. SPHA wins the draw. That shot is blocked and then dumped in by the Bears. This will go behind the net. Pushed to the far corner. Now wrapped back to the near corner. Pushed up the middle. That gets past everybody. Icing waved off. They say she touched that in the middle, or at least she could have. Polar Bears play it up the far boards. That outlet pass is blocked. Follow-up outlet pass is blocked. Now the Polar Bears recollect and skate up the far boards. Move the puck to the middle. Recollected there. Skating forward with it. Moving in. Big shoulder down. Again, no call. That will be sent out of the zone. Puck still in neutral territory. Played into the zone. Collected by SPHA. Bounced back out. Puck left behind on the boards. Polar Bears turn around, step back into the zone. Bumped off the puck, step back to it. Moving in, shot. That's off of Sam's face. Follow-up is blocked by Sam and winds up underneath her, where she gets the whistle. 1:09 remaining in the game. Draw one by the Polar Bears, back to the point. Shot from distance, wide of the near post. Collected by the Polar Bears, pushed back towards the point. Shot from distance, kicked by the defense over to the corner. Wheeler pushes it up the boards. Play to the top of the circle. Now stepping away with it. SPHA races up the near side. Moving into the zone. Stepping past the defender. Tries to get to the front. Can't get the shot away, and the Polar Bears clear the scoring opportunity. This will be dumped up. Goalie has been pulled. Puck winds up on the far boards. Battling for it there. This will be dumped forward. Under 30 seconds. Play in the zone. Collected by SPHA. Turn around. Can't get the shot in. It trickles in on goal. But there is nothing on. Oh, huge hit from behind after the whistle. Looks like they are going to call that. So it looks like we are going to have a 6-on-4. They're calling a rough. So we will have a 6-on-4. SPHA has pulled Sam. SPHA tries to control the draw. That will bounce past the defender and out of the zone. It's a foot race for it. Battling, fanning on it, and this will be offside. .6 seconds remaining in the game. Draw one across, collected by SPHA, moved up the far side. This will be floated towards net. Not on net. 3, 2, 1, and that's going to do it. Final score of this one is going to be 3-1 to the Connecticut Polar Bears. Close game in both directions. SPHA just could not capitalize on their opportunities. We will get the handshakes here. Final game tonight will be at 7:10. We will be on the other ice in this facility, or well, rink C in this facility, not the other ice in this facility. So we'll get the handshake line, and that will do it for this cast.